The Louvre Museum in Paris, which was considered the world's most protected structure, was looted in broad daylight. A hunt is underway for thieves after priceless jewels were stolen from one of the world's most famous museums. No one is able to believe that the amazing robberies that were seen in Hollywood movies can actually happen in front of everyone. Welcome again to Serious Professor's videos. Viewers, on the morning of October 19th, 2025, the Louvre Museum opens for the public as per routine. Guards were in their own places and tourists from all over the world enter the museum. It was 8:30 in the morning, and it had been 30 minutes since the museum was opened. That's when the other side of the museum, which touches the River Seine, there is an extraordinary event. A truck, which is usually used to transport furniture to high floors, comes and stops near the museum wall. There was a mechanical lift on this truck. But neither did this truck have to be put on top of any furniture, nor was the intention of the people sitting in it clear. A total of 4 people were included in this group. They were wearing a yellow and orange vest, just like construction workers wear. But they were hiding their faces wearing balaclavas. 2 of the 4 people, without any care, extend the mechanical lift and reach a balcony on the first floor of the museum. This bist a palm of the most of the museum. Galerie d'Apollon, premier Galerie of Apollo. This is the same gallery where the royal treasures of France were kept for display. But there was a big obstacle here to enter the Apollo Gallery. A very thick glass wall. After reaching the balcony, he took out an industrial-grade disc cutter from his bag, and in just a few seconds made a hole in the window of the gallery and managed to get inside. All this happened so quickly that the security guards did not know about it until now. But the security alarm of the museum went off, and the guards in the gallery saw the thieves. But the thieves didn't care about anything. They threatened the guards with power tools and continued their work. The guards immediately followed the protocol and started taking the tourists out of the gallery. There was a commotion in the museum. An eyewitness later said that there was a state of complete fear and terror. People were not able to understand what was happening. Until the police and staff members were busy getting people out of the museum. The 2 thieves broke the glass of the display cases in the gallery with great satisfaction, picked up 9 precious treasures, and then left the same glass and went to the balcony. Down there, his 2 companions were now waiting for him on the scooters. He quickly got off the elevator's stairs, sat on the scooters, and ran away from there. All this happened so fast that no one got a chance to understand. According to the police, the thief remained in the museum for 4 minutes and the entire operation, i.e., parking the truck, extending the stairs, cutting the glass and running away after looting, took only 8 minutes. On the way, he also tried to set fire to the truck with the lift so that the police could not find any evidence or fingerprints on the truck behind. But a brave staff member of the museum immediately intervened and stopped him from doing so. The thief managed to escape through the A6 motorway from the Boulevard Périphérique, i.e., the ring road of Paris. This was an unbearable humiliation for daylight robbery France. But the question is, what exactly was stolen from the museum? What did the thieves target? When the loss was estimated, the whole of France was in mourning. The things that were stolen Their financial value was there, but their historical and cultural value has been called priceless. According to the Ministry of Culture, a total of 8 valuable things have been stolen from the Louvre Museum. Now here you will think that earlier I said 9. Yes, the thieves stole 9 things. But while running away, one of them fell on the road. This was the crown of Empress Eugenie, 170 years old. Empress Eugenie Napoleon III. This crown was specially made for her in 1855. When the thief was removing this crown from the hole in the glass, it was not coming out because the hole was small. Forcing it out caused a lot of damage to the crown, and in the end there were many scratches on it due to falling on the road. The director of the museum later said that its repair may be possible, but the damage to the 8 things lost cannot be completed. These included a beautiful tiara and a brooch of Empress Eugenie, Empress Mary Louise, who was Napoleon Bonaparte's second wife, had an emerald necklace and the same set of earrings. In addition to this, Queen Mary Emily and Queen Hortense's sapphire set of a tiara, a necklace and an earring, and a special type of brooch, which was called a reliquary brooch. All these things were of the 19th century and had thousands of diamonds, emeralds, sapphires, and other precious stones attached to them. These were not just jewelry, but they were part of the royal history of France. According to an estimate, the price of gold, stones, and diamonds used in all these jewelry was $100 to $1 million. But according to the royal family, it can't be filled in $100 to $1 million or $1 billion. That's why it's called priceless. Surprisingly, the thieves didn't touch the most valuable things in the gallery, like the famous Regent diamond, which alone costs 51 million euros or $60 million. Apart from this, there were also Saincy and Hortensia diamonds kept there, but the thieves ignored them. This is why it is believed that perhaps they came on a special order and they knew what to steal. The Paris prosecutor's office has said that this loss is not a loss of money, but a loss of France's history. But here the question arises that the world's most famous museum, where millions of people come every year, where is the lack of security? When the investigation began, many amazing discoveries were made. French media has said in the initial reports that in the part of the museum where the theft took place, there was no CCTV camera in one of the 3 rooms. Yes, CCTV coverage was not complete in the world's largest museum. And the external cameras were also not fully covering the balcony from where the thieves entered by cutting the glass. There was a bigger shock when the French Senate, Nathalie Coulet, the alarm was actually a white alarm. A localized alarm system was also installed in the balcony, but it broke down a few days earlier. If the alarm was correct, the security would have found out about the thieves entering the balcony. Immediately after the theft, the director of the museum admitted the failure of the security and presented his resignation to the Ministry of Culture. But his resignation was not accepted. This theft has raised a big question mark on the security of French museums. And let me tell you that this was not the first incident of theft. In the same museum, in 1911, a painting of Mona Lisa was also stolen. An old employee of the museum had stolen the famous painting of Leonardo da Vinci, Mona Lisa. He hid the painting under the coat and easily got out. The painting was recovered from Italy 2 years later when the thief was trying to sell it. This incident made Mona Lisa the most famous painting in the world. After this, in 1976, The sword of King Charles X has also been stolen from this museum. 3 thieves broke the window of the museum and entered inside and stole the sword of King Charles X, which has not been recovered till date. And for the last time, this museum has been the center of crime in 1998, even during this time. The thieves took out a painting from the frame and managed to escape. This painting is still missing, and now this robbery has happened after 27 years. At present, more than 60, but according to some reports, more than 100 investigators are working on this case. Fortunately, on Saturday, October 25, 2025, the police arrested 2 suspects whose links with this robbery are visible. The police had collected 150 DNA samples and fingerprints from the scene. These samples were taken from inside the truck, helmet, gloves, etc. The police say that they have been arrested on the basis that the DNA samples match. One of the suspects has a record of old gold theft. The police hope that all the thieves and masterminds involved in the Paris Museum robbery will be caught soon. But it has not yet been said whether these suspects have found stolen goods or not. After the theft, the museum was closed until October 22nd, but the Apollo Gallery is still closed. The police say it was a highly organized and professional theft, and the investigation is still ongoing. I hope you will like and share this video of Serious Professors. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.